Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Tsushima. We're actually going to play the game this time. So since last episode, I did work, came back, didn't really do much else. Though I have thought a bit more about my schedule for my other channel, we'll talk about that. But outside of that, not that much of an update on Tsushima video is still scheduled for when I planned on it as the last time I recorded, which was August 5th. So we have about a week, a little bit of, essentially a week from Monday, right? So about a week and a half to finish the game. So we actually have a lot of time now. So, yeah, what I'm going to be doing right now, I guess we're going to be doing this one, the Unbreakable Gosaku, which is essentially do a whole bunch of forts. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm heading the wrong way. Let's do it. And then, yeah, I guess we will be doing all these question marks and all that sort of stuff along the way. Because why not at this point? We have enough time. It's amazing that we're only like halfway through the game, by the way. This game really is taking forever. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm really gonna dedicate myself to getting the platinum in this playthrough. We'll see. But yeah, so since I last recorded, some news did come out about Big Brother 22 that has made me change a bit of my opinions on things. Essentially the news is that they will be announcing the cast beforehand. That the cast will be announced on Wednesday. Or the cast will be... there will be interviews of the cast on Wednesday. Which is interesting. Because the plan that I was going to do is tomorrow morning I was going to record a video about the rumored cast and have that up by Saturday. But then I kind of realized that if they're actually going to release the cast anyway, then there's no point in making that video. Why not just wait one more video and make the... And the thing is also that supposedly they're going to announce the cast. Like, no interviews or anything, but just announce the cast in general on Monday. Which, if that's the case, then I might as well just do a video on that. So that's the plan. So essentially what changed is on... So for Saturday, for Saturday's video, I will still be doing the Big Brother Australia video. I will be releasing that on Saturday. Largely just due to the fact that I feel like I might as well just wait until the cast is announced at this point for the to do the BB22 video, which I love, by the way. I'm getting a lot of comments on my channel saying, hey, did you know BB22 is All Stars? It's like, no, I don't. I really don't. I really fucking don't. It's like, what the fuck do you think? But still, so that is the plan, so tomorrow I'm not going to record a video like I thought it was, so essentially we will probably play a good chunk of Tsushima, but I will edit the Big Brother Australia video tomorrow night, and then probably go back to doing what I was talking about doing, and working on some other videos in the meantime. But then on Monday, this is the thing, on Monday, if the cast, just the general cast list gets announced, I will do a video for Wednesday. Hold still. Yeah, we'll do a video for Wednesday, like cast reaction, and then I'll do a power ranking. And if they do that, I moved up my power ranking of a week, so it becomes on August 1st. That's the plan if they do announce the cast on Monday. If they do not announce the cast on Monday, what I'm going to have to do is essentially move... I'm dedicated to having this Tsushima video out now on August 5th. I'm not going to bump it up a week, no matter what, at this point. So essentially, if that doesn't happen, I'll obviously have to move something like the Circle France video up to Wednesday. And then I'm still, no matter what, I'm having a Big Brother video by the end of next week. It's just the question is, do I have one or two? Do I have a cast reaction and a cast assessment, or do I have a cast reaction and a power ranking, or do I just have a power ranking? Or I guess, actually no. It's either I have a cast reaction and a power ranking or just a one video of a cast's reaction and assessment. That's essentially how this is gonna go. I hope they do announce the cast on Monday. That would be ideal. That would be like the best case scenario. To be honest, even if they don't, maybe something I can do. If they don't, maybe what I'll do is when they announce it on a Wednesday, like if they don't announce the cast on Monday and actually announce it on Wednesday, what I'll do then is on Wednesday not release a video, but then release a video on Thursday. I think maybe that's what I'll do. It's a lot of work to do in such short time though, but that might be how I approach it. We'll see. We'll have to see. Obviously I'll make my decision on Monday, whether or not we get the cast announcement or not. But yeah, that is the plan. So Saturday will be the Big Brother Australia video. Something that is kind of worrying right now though is the fact that essentially I don't have a video done until August 8th, which is a while. Like it's literally 2 weeks of videos I don't have done right now because it's Big Brother Australia, it's the Big Brother 22 cast reaction, Big Brother 22 power ranking, preseason power ranking, and then the Tsushima review, and I have none of those videos done right now, which is kind of worrying, but what are you gonna do? And that's the way it had to happen. I did also make some other minor adjustments since I last recorded, but to be honest, those don't really matter too much. Just some things like spreading out certain videos more and whatever, like it's fine for the most part. But like I bumped up my Amazing Race video a good chunk, so now that's coming out end of August instead of end of September. I moved my my Big Brother US plus Canada winner ranking back till the end of August, I believe. Because that was supposed to be beginning of August, I decided to move it to the end just because the balance of videos just wasn't strong. Because essentially, what I realized that it was like 4 Big Brother videos in a row, and then followed up by like I think 8 Survivor videos in a row. Like it really just wasn't something I liked, so I decided to split that up a bit. So I maneuvered some stuff around there. Again, just minor changes like that, nothing too major. Where the fuck is this last hostage? Yeah, I did see that Rob System or RJP did a podcast on cast rumors, so I would like to listen to that at some point. I started listening to like the first 15 minutes, but I would like to finish listening to that. To be honest, maybe we can do that now. Like, why not? But I did also see Anthony Caliber finally started streaming with the actual splits for Last of Us Part 2, so that should be fun to watch as well. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I'm 17 minutes in.
Darren, is Cody potentially the only Big Brother 16 alumni?
Let's go.
I've heard another name out there is actually Nicole Franzel. Now, I'm not sure about Nicole Franzel, but her name has definitely been out there.
Okay, Sharon, is Nicole Franzel, is that fire or smoke?
That one's hard. I think it's probably fire. I mean, her name was, she was definitely called, she was definitely asked. I don't think CBS necessarily was wanted her, but then,
how'd she get there?
because I think a lot of winners said no, and I know CBS was like adamant about having a decent amount of winners. I also think that whole, wasn't necessarily, I don't know if she really wanted to play, so because it's all stars, I feel like then I kind of believe the rumors that they would have been a little offended.
Alright, so if they didn't answer her, she would be offended, and so CBS was like, alright, we got it.
I actually really liked Nicole her first season, like a lot of people, and I kind of fell off on her, but like, I don't mind seeing her play. Like, if she's there, that's really good.
Yeah, and this would be solo, not with Victor, correct?
Did they find your key to Gosaku's armor?
Alright, okay.
They could have the key for all I care. Gosaku is a hero from a children's story.
Sharon,
We
who else?
don't believe the armor exists.
Danny
Take
Donato.
out
Or
Danny
See for
Donato. Okay,
yourself,
this
my
is confirmed fire Danny Donato.
yeah, I feel
Okay.
very confident about it.
Okay. Karen, I'm very excited if Danny Donato is back in the mix. I know that she has wanted this for a long time, for many years. I've chased Danny Donato to get her to come on the podcast, and she said, look,
Ooh.
man, look, I
Got
don't want
trophy.
to go on podcast. We're going to play again. I don't know. Danny Donato is fantastic.
Paid off, finally.
Yes, it's been a long game.
Yes. Yeah, we've known that she's hungry for it. To me, it felt like a no-brainer. They asked her back recently for Nicole's engagement thing. I also think that she met her husband Dominic on the show, and they never really got to brag about it. And they love to brag about that sort of thing.
Alright.
And so
So
I
continue
feel
on
like
with
it's
these.
a no-brainer for her to come back. She's also a great player, a great character.
And she's a competent player.
And I think that she'll be
Great
really
player.
fun. It's also so cool because she was like 19, I think, the first time she played, and then she came back and she's matured and she's changed a lot. And now she's coming back as, I think, a mom, as someone who's married, and it's like we're seeing her whole life in different stages at different points.
Are we still that far away?
Okay, all right.
Oh wait, fuck! I'm not
Karen, I'm
locked
very
into the wrong
excited
one.
about this. Danny Donato, a fire person. Big Brother also. Okay. All right. Who else?
Who else do we have? Okay, so Ian. Ian is an interesting one.
Ian Terry.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he smoke or fire?
I'm very confident on Ian. I think early on I had heard his name, and then he kind of fell off, and I was like debating whether he decided to play or not. I know they asked him, but I feel pretty confident that he's there, and I'm excited to see him. I think Dan should have won that season, but that doesn't negate the fact that I think Ian's a great player. But yeah, I'd be excited to see him.
Karen, what do you think of this? Ian Terry back in the mix?
I mean, I think the fact that we say that Dan should have won is maybe one of the reasons why I think that he is another one that's he just always
Fuck off.
makes sense to me because he has
Yeah, I think I've kind of forgot just how exciting it is that Ian's back. Fuck off.
Maybe you have some information about this. I believe that Ian was the one that you talked about recording at that point in time. And I know from talking with him that he was disappointed that he didn't end up making the cut for the reality star Amazing Race.
Yeah, and I also used to sometimes get a feeling that he was kind of over it too. So I wasn't for sure where he stood, but I really think he wants to not prove himself, but come back, and I think he could do a good job. I'm just also curious if him and Janelle have any kind of relationship.
Here, you!
I'm interested to see who he aligns with.
It'll be very interesting. He's grown up a lot. He was such a kid when he went and played that game. What was that? 7 years ago? 8 years ago. Big Brother 22. So I think people are gonna see a very different guy than the person that was 20 or 21 when he played the first time.
Yeah, it's interesting because the first time he played, he seemingly lacked some of the strategy kind of social element.
Legium Jacinta!
He's matured and he has developed this sort of strategic sense
soon.
back in the mix. And okay, we want winners. We've got KC. Let's go. Let's
so
go.
thankful.
Be careful up there.
Yes. She's, I think, been, everyone kind of has heard her name. I also, from multiple sources, heard that, like, again, she's a winner. They wanted winners. She wasn't necessarily their first choice. This is what I've heard.
Negium Harsita.
And, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Okay, alright, so hey,
Negium Harsita.
okay, so Tyler, you are reporting, or you're not reporting, but you would say that Tyler is fired.
I really had heard that he was pushing back a little bit. I know he wants to play, and I know CBS thinks he's like, they love Tyler.
Yeah.
I think that he got convinced, and I want to see him there, but I know that he was like, didn't want to leave Angela and all this stuff, so I'm not.
Yes, did not want Angela.
As far as I know, they wanted Tyler.
Tyler, not the
Correct. That's what I heard.
no Angela.
I think that makes a lot of sense. I've definitely gotten a sense that it may have been choppy, but that Tyler probably is on the season.
Negium Harsita.
That's exactly me. Tyler, in a similar way to Janelle, is like one of the really big gets. Like it's hard to feel like an
We owe you
all-star
our
season
lives.
without somebody like
This key to
Tyler
Gosaku's
there
armor.
who
Put
played
it
so
to good
well.
use.
Came so
Have you ever
close,
seen the armor yourself?
still,
We'd never go wrong.
and
We were to
would be
keep
very,
safe
very
for someone
fun
like
and
you.
interesting to watch him play with people who know his game and an all-star cast. And so I'm very, very happy to see Tyler on the list. Definitely interesting that he's there with Casey. Obviously, they ran the season, as kind of a duo. But I don't know what their
Yes.
relationship is right now. I don't see them hanging out a lot. Seems like
sure they're
Tyler's
fine.
closer to a lot of other alumni. Well, here's the thing. It seems like he's closer to a lot of the other alumni, some of which don't get along with Casey very much.
Okay.
So there might be some awkward situations that Tyler has to navigate on the season.
At the risk of sounding like a hypocrite, can I say that I would rather have it be Tyler and Angela than Tyler and Casey? Because I kind of feel like that Tyler and Angela, as a block, would fight with the other people in the house. Where I feel like that Angela would get upset. This person said this about me. This person looked at me. You need to say something to him. I kind of feel like that there would be friction between them as a couple and the rest of the house. Whereas I kind of feel like that Tyler and Casey, they're just gonna get along with everybody.
Yeah, but just
Okay.
think about the fees where they're just laying there all night and then
Yeah, but that's not fair.
But I actually think there's a lot of drama.
That's
coming
more
from-
Terrence Cross the Bear than mine. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of drama with the challenge people, so like Casey might be more involved with Josh and all of that stuff. So I don't know.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So, look, make no mistake. Tyler is a great player. I'm excited to see him come back and see what he can do. Okay. All right. I just feel like that that he's got like a right-hand person right there. I mean, clearly like one of the biggest power duos in this game, where we talked about so far not too many other power duos in this game.
True.
Okay. All right. Who else are we talking about?
Bailey,
All right. Okay. This is interesting.
without Swaggy.
Okay. Yes. Well, Swaggy, I believe, retired from reality TV recently.
Oh, I heard about this. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Then Bailey is fire, not smoke.
Yeah, I mean, I actually didn't think she was playing up until really recently, where I heard that she did decide to play. So I know she's out there, sequestered. I'm pretty confident. Again, all these people, I don't know who the alternates are. So I'm just saying, like, who I think is sequestered.
Yes. I believe Glenn from Brother 18 is also supposed to. He never left. He's ready to jump in. Harry, what is the status do we know of Bailey with Casey and Tyler?
Yeah, so this is what's interesting.
What happened?
Fuck off. I'm getting more.
Secretly reconciled and maintained the facade of this beef in order to secretly work together on the show. This could be a big sticking point in the early days of
Okay, alright. Sharon, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. This sounds messy.
This sounds messy. Okay. Alright.
To my knowledge, Tyler and Bailey are good. They're fine, which is why I think Tyler might end up in a sort of like, where is he gonna go situation.
Well, I mean, that was Big Brother 20, where that, as I described it during that season, it was like Tyler was like the lead of the sitcom, and then there was all just like different eccentric characters around him, and he had to like run from one room to the other to be the person who was sort of like trying to keep everything from exploding. Yeah.
I know
Okay.
that part makes some phone calls too, so I know he's maybe trying to make amends. I don't know.
Pre-gaming.
Yeah.
All right, Sharon. What a great birthday this is for you. This is so exciting. All right, Sharon. Let's keep going. Of course, Sharon has been following this beat for many months. So many people have been joining us as we've been going along here. Sharon from Us Weekly is here to talk about everything that's happening on Smoke and Fire in terms of Big Brother All-Stars casting. All right, Sharon, who else is out there?
Towering
This
above,
is one that I did not know I would ever say, but Christmas Abbott.
overtaking all it
Christmas
sees,
Abbott? What?
Yeah.
rushing to the
It's
end.
out there.
Why?
Good question. I actually had heard this a week ago and was like, I'm not posting this. Like,
This
I'm
is
just,
Fire, Sharon?
yeah, this is fire. Now, again, she might be an alternate. I would assume that she is. I would kind of hope that she is. But I had heard this and I was like, I'm not posting this because I was trying to be careful about what I was reporting. And then someone else tweeted her name and I was just like, okay, I'm not crazy. I mean, we might have the same source, but if not, my source is pretty solid on this, so
Yeah.
I think she's
Not
there.
to say people don't make mistakes, but didn't she recently get into some legal trouble?
I think she threw a coffee at her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend or something and got arrested.
How
Something else.
was it hot?
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, iced coffee, you know, no big whoop. That's a dry cleaning bill. But hot coffee, that's assault.
Yeah, I think she was arrested. I remember seeing mugshot.
Okay, mugshots of like the mug that was thrown, or was it a paper cup?
Unclear.
Unclear. I'll do some research. Karen, what do you know about this?
I don't really know anything about Christmas. I've seen Christmas's name out there all over the place. I can't comment on it.
sure. I mean, we've all heard his name, and I think they want
Fear
Paul,
of you,
but
Solari
I still cannot confirm.
It kind of feels like,
Did he say friendship or piss? Smoke pile.
Exactly right now, yeah.
But the Christmas one is wacky.
I would like, if I'm, this is me, not any information about this, but if I'm guessing, I would guess that Christmas, if we don't know who's an alternate, who's not an alternate, my guess would be that Christmas is an alternate.
That's a slippery slope,
can't
Darren.
believe my luck.
They know who we want to see and who we don't want to see. It's like, you know.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If it wasn't our most solid source, I wouldn't feel so confident. But I
Think
think
him
we
with
can
the
all
foot.
agree that, like, I've been trying to do that in cross-reference and really not posting unless I'm sure. For whatever reason, Christmas is more important than ever right now.
Really weird. I wonder if it's possible that she got hurt and this is like some sort of like, hey, if we ever do All Stars, you get to come back.
Still,
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this one out.
Honestly, I think they tell most of the guys.
Always remember.
Be careful. Like, you might come back because they want to keep them alive. They put the carrot in front of a lot of them.
Okay. All right.
It makes sense why Nicole might have been offended. Christmas has a call. Now I kind of understand.
Yeah, now you get it. Okay, Sharon, let's hear some more names. Are we getting close here? Because we're talking about now. So we have Tyler, Bailey, that's 10. Acer, Paul, Mitchell.
Yeah, I think most of these for me, it's like,
Okay. All right. Good.
we gotta talk about it.
In my mind, the main event of is she or is it right? Sharon, what does your reporting tell you?
My reporting tells me that she's
I thought the
declining
Mongols would take
invitation.
our heads, my lord. The
I've
Mongols
heard
seek
that
the
people
armor
said
of a hero named
You
Gosaku.
know, she is pretty
Please take
tight-lipped.
this
I've
key to
heard
it.
that from a bunch
You
of
deserve to
sources.
wear
I've
it.
seen it.
I won't let the
on
Mongols
TV.
come near Gosaku's
But
legacy.
she tweeted denials, not that that makes any difference. And also, just I've heard from sources that she did say no. So I'm more inclined to think she's not going to be there, but I hope she is.
Karen, what are your thoughts on Danielle Reyes?
I mean, I really wish that she was on. I think that like she's definitely somebody that was in the mix, whatever that means. I think that she was talking to people, but I don't think she's ever like said to anybody that she's on for sure. Maybe you know, I had theorized before that there might be some bigger names that decided to think about the offer and kind of like reach out to people and do some pre-gaming to get a sense of where they'd stand if they played, and that would help them decide if they wanted to play or not. And so maybe that's the situation with Danielle. Again, that's pure speculation on my part. But it seems like despite potentially being in the mix, that we might not see Danielle, unfortunately.
Yeah, she has a couple of recent tweets. One from yesterday. I know you all think there is hope, but I swear on everything I love, I will not be on Big Brother 22. I mean, she's categorically denying that she
one of those people. She was kind of grouped in with that. So I don't know if that's the reason, but I don't think we're going to see her there, unfortunately.
Yeah. Although then it was followed up then today by a little bit of an uncharacteristic, very high-key tweet, which said, this season of BB Ultras 2 is going to be a hit, all caps. I bet you CBS will do another season back-to-back. There is no other new programming. Big Brother is perfect show. Huge ratings!
I mean, if that's her goal, that's amazing.
Like, did Tony take over her Twitter account or something?
Or worse, yeah. Okay, alright. Maybe that was a sponsored tweet. Hashtag ad. Okay. Alright, so that would be great, but it sounds like that for Danielle, who, very proud of her family, to swear on everything she loves, she's not going to be on Big Brother 22. There's no reason for her to do that. It does not need to go to that length.
I mean, Marcellus would probably argue the same thing, right? Like, no reason for you to do that, Danielle.
Yeah, okay, alright. So maybe when they do that back-to-back season, she'll see what a hit this is, and then she'll want to be out there for the big ratings. Okay. Alright, so we'll put Danielle, if there's fire, there's smoke, and then there's, not on the stove.
Correct.
Okay. Alright. Who else? Who else are we talking about?
I actually forgot to mention Hayden, but I know TMZ had him, Brent had him. I actually have never heard his name, so I can't really say one way or the other, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Okay, TMZ and our own Brett Walkmont is reporting Hayden Moss, winner of Big Brother 12, and a veteran of Survivor Blood vs. Water back in the mix. Aaron, this is intriguing.
growth.
Yeah, I do think this is like I'm not sure.
The earth's cold grasp
was one of the
beneath.
sources that Brent was pulling from when he talked about Hayden.
Grown from
He did
broken
have, I
past.
think, one other person who he had saying Hayden's name.
But TMZ also reported Paulie Calafiore, correct?
Exactly. Exactly. Which so it's who knows? I think that his name has definitely been out there, somewhere along the lines. I don't think his name came up for no reason. But I don't think
Okay,
there's
let's
a
do
lot
this.
of confirmation. Which, granted, who is Hayden going to talk to? Who is Hayden pre-gaming with, other than potentially Enzo? That would leak this information if he was on. So maybe that's why we're not hearing his name as much as some of the others who knows. But it's a possibility, but not something that I'd bank on. I think.
Okay. Alright, so a little smoky, Hayden Moss. Okay, who else, Sharon?
Well, we might as well talk about Enzo.
Enzo, alright. Could Meow Meow be in the mix?
He's another one that I didn't hear. Only recently, everyone seems to think he's an alternate. People seem, I don't know, people online, not me. I don't know one way or the other, unfortunately. But it would make sense. I mean, he's
What?
fun. He's good to use television. I wouldn't hate to see him.
Okay. Aaron, how you feel about Enzo?
I mean, look, I like Enzo, and I am a biased source, but it makes no sense to me why we would do Enzo and not Matt Hoffman. I feel like, and that's that would have been my opinion before I knew Matt Hoffman. I was always a fan of Hoffman, but he, I feel like brings a lot more to the table. I don't want to turn this into a Matt Hoffman podcast.
Because I don't love these haikus. I find this pretty boring.
Might be
Oh, no.
in over his head in a cast of all-stars.
Okay, well, in terms of how they're going to do, I feel like that's another conversation, but in terms of, do you think he's there, is the matter at hand right now?
I haven't really heard. I mean, I personally haven't
Close
really heard
behind
much
the veil.
about Enzo other than seeing his name a bunch.
Tear
I
through
know
the
that
mist,
it's
we'll
one of
be.
those situations where people are trying to call Enzo and he's not responding. And,
Weakened from
and
the
he
fight.
had posted a while back about all
Maybe
stars.
he's not used to people trying to call.
Yeah. And how he was maybe gonna be on it. So I think he.
I like that one,
they really
actually.
liked Enzo at the time. I think it makes sense that they would have given him the call, even though I would have preferred another member of the brigade. So I think I think it's possible. I think it's probably a little more likely than Hayden, to be honest. But
Oh, did I never do that one?
I can't confirm any more than that.
Okay. All right. So Hayden and Enzo, little bit of heat there, but we don't know too much. All right, Sharon. What else?
Did I really miss that
No,
much
Brent
shit?
also said Amber. I had not heard her name,
Okay.
but I know that's out there.
This is Amber from Big Brother 16. This is the woman that Caleb, the Beast Mode Cowboy, pined after.
And this is not Big Brother 8 Amber.
Okay. Yes. All right. That would be an interesting call.
It would be, but again, this is just my perspective. This is nothing that I know. I would assume that maybe she's an alternate, but
Okay.
I have not heard anything about her, so that's me speculating.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, Brent is the only person that has said Amber. I don't think I've heard anybody else say her name, although I haven't really been looking that hard. But Brent is like somewhat certain. So Brent is tweeting that he has 3 sources and 2 of them said Amber. I think it's possible.
Okay.
Maybe is she an alternate? I don't know, but I
Really?
definitely think it's a possibility.
Really? This is really happening?
It would be weird. I think that the casual audience may not have like a great recollection of her. Say she didn't even make the jury in Big Brother 16, correct? Yeah. So I did a podcast with her that summer. She was out of the house. I see in the chat a lot of talk about Dave Vaughn. Sharon, are you seeing Dave Vaughn as being in the mix?
I mean, I've heard her name just like everyone else a million times, but she I'm just not sure. I think she denied it multiple times on Twitter as well. I don't know if she would do it. I'd like to see her there, but I can't confirm her. I've heard her name, but no one can say yes, definitely she's there.
Sharon, what do you make of Dave Vaughn being 22?
I mean, I'd be here for it. I think Brent recently tweeted that he feels like Devon is now a lock. I don't know why. He feels like recently he's determined that she's a lock. Her name has been out here. Her name is definitely one of the ones that has been out there for a long time, very prevalent throughout the entire thing. It's not sense to me. I think she's probably more likely than many of the other people that we're not sure on. I think that Devon is somebody that you can have on, and she will never not give you good TV. And I think that she's available. She probably wants to do it. I feel so. It seems right to me.
Yeah, I mean, seems like a no-brainer to have Devon. The question would be, was she up for it? And I guess we have to see. Tara, do you know? Could you put Devon in the equation of challenge people with Josh, Casey, and Bailey?
Ah, fuck off.
Does she have a horse in that race in any way?
So I do not believe that she has actually played with Casey or Bailey, but she did play with Josh and got along with him pretty well. But I think that she also got along with Pauly pretty well on the challenge at least. And Josh and Pauly's relationship has deteriorated. Again, another situation with sides of the feud. It's not interfere quite as much. I think she can get along with Josh pretty well. I would imagine that she would be able to kind of get into that.
Okay. Sharon, are there any other names or things that you're hearing?
Most of this I feel like is just Twitter rumors at this point.
Okay, let's explore Twitter rumors.
I mean, a lot of people think that it's Nicole Anthony, not Nicole Franzel, or both of them, but I had not heard Nicole Anthony's name.
Okay. Tara, you think that Nicole Anthony?
Yeah, there's definitely people that I'm just like surprised we don't
Nobody
hear
from
this
the most
much.
recent season of Big Brother has been mentioned yet that we've talked about.
Exactly.
still-
This is one that just to me, it doesn't make sense that she's not on. She
I'm
is
so
the
grateful
most
you
recent
came, my
fan
love.
favorite,
and stay
very
safe.
involved in the community still. I think has expressed that she would be willing to go back. I don't know why she wouldn't be on the season, other than the fact that she's saying she's not. So I think that's probably where a lot of the Twitter rumors come from.
That's cool.
People were on to the fact that she was apparently she started tweeting from an iPad, and she started like once before, but she doesn't usually do. She usually tweets from an Android, and then she was like, she
going to
posted
be
like, oh,
alright.
here's my iPad. It's nothing crazy, but you know.
She posted herself with a picture of the iPad.
Well, so
Careful out there.
I believe Aaron Curto posted a picture, or somebody posted a picture of her iPad, but not her with an iPad in a newspaper, like with a date on it or anything. And I believe that she's like posted some pre-recorded shows that they're maybe trying to give off the impression that they're not pre-recorded, or that they were recorded on a different date than they actually were. And so if that's the case, that would be some more smoke on the fire side.
All right.
I'll on Reddit. Yep.
It would seem weird, not just to not have Nicole, but Sharon, for the show to not have somebody from their most recent season. Are they just trying to make everybody forget Big Brother 21?
I mean, I wouldn't blame them, but no,
Yeah.
it does make sense. And I think there was so much shuffling around. I know they asked a lot of people, and I know because of COVID, things just kept moving, and that's why no one could confirm anyone for sure. So who knows? I feel like it does make sense that she's in the mix. I mean, if Amber and Christmas are in the mix, Nicole definitely should be in the mix.
Exactly.
Yeah. We haven't touched on this yet, but as I'm sort of like processing the names, Karen, it does seem odd that in terms of diversity of this cast, I feel like we do not really have a ton of people of color here in this cast. That you would imagine, you would think that would be something also that the people that are casting Big Brother would want to make sure they really emphasize, not just because of what's happening in our world right now, but especially coming off the heels of Big Brother 21.
Like there definitely are a decent number of women of color, but the men in particular seem to be and that's why, you know, like, and if you're hearing many other people, maybe that makes Kaser collective, but also Big Brother has done a very poor job of saying a significant number of men of color. So
You'll be free soon.
Okay. Sharon, do you have any other
For a
real
moment,
wild
I
cards
thought
that
you
are
were
out there?
Gosaku himself.
I mean, I don't know if this is a wild card. I know Brent was tweeting about this. I don't know the status. Kevin from Big Brother 11, which
That's
would
the
be
last
fun.
key. The musician said the armor is atop
I
the
feel like
building
that has
at
never
Tsushima.
been celebrated
All right, that was the
by,
last one.
the franchise.
That is true. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to see him, but I don't know anything about that.
What about Mr. Spectacular? I feel like I saw his name floating around.
You did? Where?
You know, look, Big Brother Twitter is a wild and crazy place.
That is true. Jesse is very. I've actually tried to reach out to him before. He's so like, he doesn't. I don't know. Whatever. So it's possible. I know CBS welcomes. He's on every season, but
Yes. Okay. Not in the mix.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess we're going here. Oh, we can't flash on right now. Shit.
It has a guard between the blades that helps protect skin. The Gillette Skin Guard. Karen, any other interesting names that you may have heard?
well, one that has recently started spreading that is kind of surprising is Diane.
Diane
from-
Henry.
Yes, from season 5 and the original All Stars.
And the original All Stars. Okay. All right. I'll bite. Why? Sure.
I mean, I think at the time of the original All Stars, she was still like very big. She was kind of like the original
Fuck.
Yeah, she had a quick ouster on the alternate. Look, Darren, let me explain how the world works, okay? Put on one CD, go back on All Stars, that's it. Start a podcast. That's where she messed up. She messed up. And then she
No, actually, someone said I heard they said that I was Amanda's government. I was convinced that they would never ask anyone for Big Brother 15, but I heard that CBS really likes her and they did ask her. She just said no, so that was a weird one. Yeah.
Look,
I feel like I've
I
heard
should
complaints
try
that they
and
said that she didn't want to do. I think she used to say that, and I feel like that she recently was like, Big Brother should be canceled, I thought I saw her say. Okay, any rumors about my Summer Stein co-host, Eric Stein?
I tried to start those rumors, but
Doesn't sound like it. I've seen some Twitter buzz. What about Raven? Will she be back drinking the Kool-Aid with Paul?
your interview with Raven is my favorite thing you've ever done.
Thank you. Thank you. I hear that from a surprising amount of people. That's my greatest life's work. Chat with Raven. Okay.
Didn't hear her name said.
Hey, are you buying anything about Audrey? I've seen her name floating around.
What?
I mean, I hope people talk about sequester because of it, but I personally don't buy it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So many people are.
Wait, where am
playing
I?
the game. Okay. Jacob wants to know about a name that I had heard for quite some time leading up to this. Sharon, what about Frankie Grande? I feel like that for months we heard about Frankie was one of the people that was definitely going to be on Big Brother All-Star.
Did we?
Yeah, and I will admit, I was one of the people that said that because I know they asked him, and I know Frankie's actually really good. He doesn't really talk if he's accepting something. At least that's what I've heard from people who know him well. So I actually was pretty confident early on that he would do it, and along the lines, the weeks went by, and I just heard his name less and less. So I'm not sure what happened there, but he also has a pretty successful Twitch channel, I think. I mean,
Yeah, so
I don't know.
What does he do on Twitch?
he talked on Twitch though about early on in the speculation, he talked on Twitch and basically implied that he was asked and said no. For a myriad of reasons, like the timing, everything going on in the world, he didn't feel like it was the right thing for him to do at that point.
Gosaku's on.
But a lot of
Mongers
time
will learn of
passed
its
since
power
then.
firsthand.
Theoretically, he could have come around on it. Things have
Sturdy.
calmed down a little
Surprisingly
bit in
light.
the world since then, or like
Yeah,
maybe he
trophy?
perceives it that way, and maybe
Ooh.
give it a second look. But,
I like this armor. I don't like what we're wearing with it, but I like the armor itself.
Any word on Jose? Adam Katz wants to know. The Messiah. He would be a good person to bring back.
He's been on the challenge.
Yeah.
I think no comment, I guess.
At least he's good TV. He's good feeds.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, I think probably the problem is that he was only there for like a week, so it's hard to know like how long that can last,
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
how many challenge people do they really want on the show, I wonder?
Look, Devon only went 2 weeks in her first season. They had faith to bring her back. I feel like that. Look, you can see it in 10 days in the house if they've got it or they don't. I mean, they bring her back Christmas.
Actually, the entire
Christmas.
season.
What about Donnie, Taryn? I thought that Donnie was a name that we were hearing a lot.
I figured Donnie would be a lock because Donnie is, I think, one of the most popular
what? I think I'm gonna go back to this though, because I already fully upgraded everything here.
All-Stars, except better than Chicken George, in that I think he can actually play the game a bit. It seemed to make sense to me, but I haven't heard anything about Donnie anywhere. Donnie has been on Twitter posting pictures of himself, like, not me, guys, sorry, which seemed believable to me. So it seems like no Donnie.
Sharon, do you know if any celebrity Big Brother contestants were contacted about potentially being on Big Brother All Stars?
Not that I know of, no.
Yeah.
No. But
Okay.
I actually went back and watched the commercial that CBS aired, and there's Tommy's in it twice, which I think is interesting. They show him twice. I mean, they also show Cody, Bailey, Kat, Tommy, Josh, Cody, and Jeff. But yeah, I don't know. And I know I don't think there's a gay man on the cast yet, so like.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think we thought that Frankie Grande was blocking Tommy, but do you think that Tommy could potentially be back there?
I haven't heard his name, but I thought it was just interesting that they showed him a lot in the commercial.
Okay.
Like, I feel like Tommy's a name that you would have heard if he was in the mix. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did you hear my name? Okay. Also, I see in the chat that he's on doing stuff with TV Co. So it doesn't seem like it. Aaron, what about our friend of the podcast, Caitlin Herman? That seems like a notable snub that would not be back.
Honestly, I thought she would be back. I mean, it's again a situation where I think.
Did she say no? Is that possible?
Have you been to Mugi Cove, my lord?
But who knows?
The place is in an uproar.
Mugi is full of criminals. Hard to believe it's not a constant chaos.
This is different. Their leader, Lady Sandra, had something stolen. She's going to great lengths to get it back.
It must be valuable. And anything of value in Mugi is suspicious.
It kind of makes sense. There's a, throw her in the mix, and
Yeah.
the thorn in Tyler's side, right?
Well, I wonder if somebody said, "Hey, I'm not coming back if dot dot dot."
It's a possibility.
If you're completely speculating,
Allow
that
me to
seems
keep your
like it
katana
could have been
light
a
on
thing
show.
that might have happened.
Right? I mean, wasn't she such a no-brainer to bring back for All Stars, Cher?
I would think so. She's
I
great
think the
television.
Mongols
I
are
just
afraid
think
of our
maybe
hot
they
springs,
were
Lord
too
Sakai.
many people from Big
They
Brother
avoid
20
them.
at some point, and they're all intertwined.
Perhaps they
into
don't
the
like the
challenge.
smell of sulfur.
So, I don't know.
Or they're afraid taking a bath will make them sick.
Let's hope they stay afraid, my lord.
All right.
If any warrior is going to gain strength from Tsushima's hot
snub
springs,
than a name
it should
that
be
I've
you.
heard.
I can't argue with that.
Johnny Mac has just had a consistent history of being
Permit me
snubbed.
to
He should
refine
have
your
won
armor, my
fan
lord.
favorite that season.
Okay.
It should have
Certain
happened.
to
He should have
frustrate
been the
your
one to come
enemies.
back in 18. He
Thank
should
you.
be back now. It's a travesty of justice that he's not.
Okay. All right. This is so exciting. Sharon, anything else that you want to share with the listeners?
No, I just appreciate everyone being nice. Like I said, I think the preseason was rough, and I think we're all just trying to figure
Trying
out
to see what else is there on the
I
map.
still think we're trying to figure it out. So I'm just excited to see the
Okay,
cast.
there's
And,
this.
early on I said, let's manage our expectations because we weren't going to get Dan or Derek or Will or anyone like that, or even maybe Danielle. But I think it's actually a pretty decent cast now. Like I'm starting to get excited.
Yeah, I think it should be a lot of fun.
I mean, I think that if even like 75%, if even close, even 50%, I think if as long as we keep some of the big names.
I was told when I was told a samurai
when
had
I
built it.
first heard that
Is
it
that
was
true,
gonna
my
be
lord?
All-Stars,
We use
I
the
was
bamboo to
pretty
hone our skill
skeptical
with the
about
sword.
quality of
Takes
cast
focused
members
blade to
that we
cut
were
through
going
all
to
of the
get,
bamboo in one
not
stroke.
because I didn't think
Please
that
forgive my
it was
ignorance.
available to
I
us,
put everything
but because
back
I
where
just
it
didn't have
belonged.
faith in
Even the flag
the
beside
casting
it.
process to
I
choose the
appreciate
right
that.
people.
But it would have been
So
alright to
I'm
repair your
pretty
wagon.
optimistic about this, and I
I'll
will
make
say,
sure the
despite
stand
fact
sees
that
use.
This has gone, people have been speculating about this for a long time. It was a very open secret for a while, and then people have talked about it for a long time, and all these names are talked about. I think it's pretty impressive on production's end that we don't have a locked-in cast list yet. That we don't have all the names and that we're not sure about it, because I feel like most of the time, I can't remember the last time we had returning players where we didn't know that we weren't sure, for this long.
Yeah.
Did I already do this?
Exciting
That's already
time.
done this, right?
Sharon, do we know about the time expecting so a live move in August 5th. Do you know how far out the season's gonna run?
I had heard from people
Assuming no complications.
I had heard from people who were asked beyond that it is a full season. Now that was a month or two ago, so I don't know because it got pushed back more that they might make it smaller. But I heard from the beginning that it was a full season, and they were not upping the prize money, which is kind of surprising to me.
What about the appearance fee?
I mean, I also heard 40K. I know some people wanted more. I think this is crazy, but I really think that
All right.
Dan, Derek, a couple of those other people, had they been given more money, had it been
Yeah, alright,
more
let's just end.
I
We're
think
50
they
something
would have
minutes in.
considered it.
So let's end.
I really
Thank you
do.
for watching.
I just